Whoa. We're in a church. Right, so location number 3 I think now. Or might be 4, I don't know. But we've just drove down the road and we've just found this old unused church. And it is pretty bad, as you can see. All the plaster's coming off the walls and everything, look. It's bad. It's got the windows. Oh, even these are bad, Nick. Look at this. It's just crumbling and oh, spider. It's bad. Another window up there, look. It's just dusty. The dust in this place. It's bad.
Look at the crack.
Yeah. All cracked. Well, there's the Bible that the vicar's supposed to use, and it's covered in bird poo. Oh, cobwebs. It's full of cobwebs. And then rat. What are they? Oh, dead mummified bees. This is in a bad state, isn't it? Huh?
It's not used much.
Oh, it's just full of dead bees.
Is it flies or bees?
I don't know. Bees. You've got some coats of arms up there, look.
Oh, that's coming away from the window.
They're just hung up. Has this place still got electric? Oh. It's got electric in here. Someone's paying the bill. It's obviously how used, the state of it. God. I bet this is... No. Here's the organ. It still works. The organ still works, and it. Oh, the cobwebs are bad. Look at the cobwebs. Look at it. I don't know if the phone's. I can't really zoom it in, but the cobwebs. I'm just walking through them. There's dead spiders in that one. Oh God, I'm just walking. Oh God, there's cobwebs. Literally, you can't see them on the camera.
There's one massive one on the ceiling.
Oh God, I'm literally walking through them. God, when was the last time this was actually used? Because it's not in very good nick. Well, it's not bad.
There's a bit of history in the place.
Yeah, I may have just kid the...
It's a bit of history.
Zoom in. Yeah, there's a bit of history there. I'm not going to show you the name of where the place is. That up there, look. I think usually these kinds of memorials, and usually for people who lived in like these big stately homes and manors, like the one we just went to. But look at the state of all the ceiling. Mould coming through, all the plaster's coming down.
No. This is bad in here.
It's just bad.
Oh God, there's webs.
Oh no.
Oh my God, look at the state down here.
Look at the webs. Literally nobody has sat in these for a long time.
I've just watched this web here. I've just gone right through it. Look down there.
Oh no, it's dead flies. Or bees.
Some kind of black thing down there on the floor.
Oh, coat of arms. Oh, it's come off there, look. It's come off there.
Shame.
Hang on, if this is neglected, this place has been obviously It ain't been used in a long time. Is it open in there? I'll be surprised. Oh, God, there's webs in here as well. Oh, look at the green mould. Oh. Big question is... Oh, damn it. It's always the good bit that's always shut. I'm trying to find some dates or something, but I can't find it. It's just got some bits. Candles. More Bibles. But I think it's safe to say this place hasn't been used.
It's damp on the ceiling.
I know, it's bad. Really bad. I mean, they are used. I mean, look at the cobwebs up there. All that cobwebs all over. These kinds of places, they don't get used anymore, churches. They don't get used for weddings. People don't really pray anymore. And there's a picture of this church. Faded, sadly. But, yeah. It's a nice, oh, God. Even that's... Yeah, it's just money bags. Why would you need money bags? Some odd stuff in here. Yeah. More money bags. Of course, why a church would need money bags.
Safe.
Oh, look. I do like a good chest. Christmas stuff. Oh, dear. Oh, yeah. I'm not saying it's a completely abandoned church, but it's definitely neglected, isn't it?
Definitely.
The webs are just unreal. Dear. I think that's all there is to look at, really. So, on to the next location, wherever it may lead us.
So this is another find we've just found just by randomly passing. I'm currently in a church, and outside the plaque says it's not used no more. I'll take you outside and show you, but...
This one compared to the last one was just in, this one is a derelict church. It ain't used at all. The driveway to come to this place, I've never seen nothing like it. It's just, well, we'll show you on the way out. It is overgrown. It's just nearly nothing passable. No one's been here, and it is bad. The cobwebs in here, unbelievable. I don't think there's electric or nothing. It's just old. So we'll have a look round.
So it says, although no longer needed for regular worship, it remains a conservated building, a part of England's history, maintained for the benefits of this and future generations.
Well, it's just our use, only. It's just that it's a disgrace.
Yeah.
It's, okay.
Look at that. It's quite cool.
I'm just looking.
Do you like that light?
Everything's open. Is there a way into that tower?
Well, we'll take a look inside and see what we find in here. So I thought we'd take a look at this church, because you never know. I do like looking in churches for the architecture and stuff. But this is a really old one, as you can see already. You know for a fact this is definitely not used, but public can just walk in. There is a load and load of webs in here. Here we have the baptism bowl, the holy water. I don't think there'll be anything inside here. No, it's dry. my God, look at that stool. Have you seen the state of the stool, Dill?
No, I just walked
That
round
is
the
so old.
I've just walked around the perimeter of this church.
Oh, wow.
It's bad.
We have another one. Yeah, you put the old candles in the side of the organ. So you can tell this is very, very old.
And it doesn't work. Have you noticed that?
Strange.
They've used pieces of headstone.
Yeah, there's quite a few. There's one there as well.
Well,
And that one. The way something.
don't think the bell works either.
God, this is so old. Look at the pew. Is that some use in it? Very old church.
So it's in there. God, look at
Oh, bits of stone and a bell.
parts of the organ.
Oh, look at the rotten mop. That hasn't been used for a long time, has it?
Smell it.
Oh,
Just got that.
do you like these old chests?
Is this what these? What are these?
Oh, no way, the bell works.
Oh, wicked. Look.
God, that's a really old pulley system.
I ain't seen one like that before.
That is very old. I bet that's the first time that's been rung in many years.
Oh yeah, look. You can't physically get into. There's no windy stairs. There's just a hatch to get in there. Look.
Yeah. Shame really, why they leave them like this. This was once would have been a lovely little church, wouldn't it? You got the window there. The sun coming through. That is an old pulley system, that is, for the bells. Amazing how they still work.
That's why that don't work. They took the blower out.
This has got to be one of the oldest we've ever been in, to be honest.
Well, it definitely ain't been used.
No.
This one definitely hasn't.
What's that? Double shot.
There's, there is still electric in here, look. The organ.
God, look at the old heater. Oh, I say that's dating back a while. And it's got like the coded electric system, so that is like maybe 70s old heater, that is. So you can tell this church hasn't been used for a very, very long time. But there, we do have another bell pulley.
That'll be the main bell.
Yeah, I don't think we'll pull that.
Well, we're in the middle of nowhere, don't know.
I'm not sure. See how old this is? I wouldn't like to plug that in.
Show the organ now, look.
Yeah.
This is the,
I love old places like this.
the baptism thing.
Yeah, there's the Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done.
And the spider, all this. Oh, look at the spiders.
I know, it's
Jesus. This
tis
is
full.
Worse than the last place we went.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just crazy.
Who was the last year? Oh, 22.
Look at the
Recent. Oh my God. How come somebody's put a pound coin in there? And notes when the church is not used though?
Get lost.
Yeah, I'm not joking.
Oh yeah.
Fancy putting that in there.
It's full to the bloody top as well. That's mental, that is.
Yeah.
Donations for a church there and not use it.
Bit crazy, isn't it?
Wall paintings in Pendanock. God, the spiders in here.
Shame, innit? Oh, that baby's rotten, ready to fall. And actually, what's that on the left, Hill? Bit of old wallpaper. What is it?
I don't know.
It's like a pattern thing.
That'd be in bad, really bad shape.
Sad to see these churches neglected like this.
Aye.
Some,
In Sir Joseph Dalton Hooker, blah blah whatever, 80, sometime director of the Royal Botanical Gardens, Kew.
what would that be doing?
The works of the Lord and the Great, sought out after all. So that person there worked at the Royal Botanical Gardens at Kew in London.
Strange. Strange for that to be in here.
What is that up there, look?
A little cove or something.
I don't know. I just think how old these churches are and historic.
Oh, God, the webs. I don't think I can get it. Oh, God, they're hanging. They're hanging off my arms. Nobody's tried up there for years. Can't really get up there. Oh, it's them just everywhere.
Oh, here's the ladders to get up to the top of the...
That's pretty. And the, I think the Bible may have gone on that. Maybe. I don't know, but somebody's been on a bit of drinking here. Could be vodka. Oh, got the webs. I'm just literally getting covered. Oh, everywhere I tread. It's a nice, pretty window. Sacred to the memory of William and Mary Simmons of Elson, Herefordshire, erected by their daughter, M. Tennant, 1874. Oh, and over here we have a really, really old chair as well. Oh God, there's just web. Oh, I'm walking in web after web here. I really... There's that many, I'm covered.
It's full of them daddy long leg spiders.
Oh.
Full. This is just...
I mean, look at that chair.
It's just bad, isn't it?
How sad though. I mean, look at the crack. The place is crumbling apart. And the ceiling up there has got a whacking hole in it. This place isn't going to last much longer at all. You can tell it's not been used in a very, very long time. If this was cleaned up, it'd make a lovely little church. Little store cupboard in here. This would have been the vicar's little office room. Got a bit of old an old lock and a bit of something else. But these Bibles haven't been used in years. Church service register. I'll have a look in there. Oh wow. 22nd of August 1954, or is it 1934? 1954, sorry. 1954, this book, you know, the church service register.
No.
I'd like to know when last this church was used. There's like money things in here. It's all like money. not sure what this could be for. Is it donations to the church? Can't see no date, so all this is dating back to the beginning of this book. That's quite amazing. It's quite old. The window, it's just left open. You just think the vicar would have had his chair here, sitting at his desk, and a candle on there. I'd like to see what's in them. Some more boxes. An old dustpan and brush. And it looks like birds have been in here because that window is left open as well. Just a few vases and things like that. I wonder what's in there. Could it have been a bit of brasso or something? How old's the candles? Looks like a bit of work in the past or something, and they've swept it up, left it in bags and just left it in here. Shame. Shame seeing churches like this. It's a shame they haven't got money to keep them going, and people today don't come to do worship or use some of these churches. Real shame, really. This would have made a really nice church once. I'll do some history, see if I can find out when it was last used. I can't see nothing in here, any date. But I really think this is one of the oldest churches we've ever been in. And for the decay and webs, bit insane. But I hope you liked it anyway. And we'll carry on to the next explore if we have one. If we haven't, I hope you've liked this video. The last church, that was pretty cool. But this one, wow, what can I say? Shame it's not going to last much longer, but it's one of them things. So I'll see you on the next one.
Hello everybody, it's the Urbex Adventures here today, back with another video. So this one we're going to a churchyard tonight, just into here. Jules is in the pub, she's not coming in, so I thought I'll film this one on behalf of her. We're at the Mug, it's the Mug in Worcestershire. It's supposed to be one of the most haunted pubs within the Worcestershire area and the surrounding churchyard area as well. So I thought I'll have a quick walk in the churchyard. Be an interesting one actually, because this church does date back quite a bit. There's a bit of history behind it. So let's go and take a look what it looks like, and we'll have a walk around the churchyard. May even try a bit of this application I got as well. So let's go and check it out. So right, this is actually the churchyard, what we're entering now. I mean, there's quite a lot of old graves, and I did see a bit of information online. Never ever been around a churchyard at night on my own. I mean, I've been with Dill and Jules, but this one seems like a bit of a creepy one. It does date back a bit. I mean, if I put the torch onto it, you can just see about it there. Look, you can just see the top. Look, very nice architecture. And some more stones there. Look, I'll have a walk around all of it actually, and have a bit of a walk down into here. But that, look how old that is. That dates back quite a bit. So I think we're going to check out this bit down here. There's actually a few benches as well. I might come down and sit down there on the way out. Sure, I've seen something weird then, like a bit of a white light go across here. Absolutely freezing. Right. I mean, these gravestones are really old, look at these. Even the writing's just disappeared from them. And that is actually, oh, it's actually on this side. What is actually the date on that? See, I don't know if that's actually from the 1800s actually, I'm not too sure. Actually, that was 1700s, because it's got on there 1759. That is really dating back quite a bit. Right, that's amazing how old that is. Again, that's 17th century there, or 18th century. They're really buried as well, some of these graves are just really buried in, look at that. That is absolutely crazy. Actually, what on these ones, this would be interesting to take a look at. What is this one? That is actually, again, 17th century. Look at that. Something John. Let's see where the back of this actually goes. Look at that, beautiful stained glass windows, look. Really lovely, look at those. And what is this one? No writing on there, it's just completely disappeared. Really infilled graves into there. There's completely graves just covered in stone into there. So imagine some of this churchyard has been neglected. Well, I thought I just heard something then just right behind me. That's pretty creepy, guys. Not saying all churchyards have got a bit of activity to them, but some of them are really quite strange. Look at that. I'm guessing that one, a bit of nature's taken back on that, look. There'll be some patterns onto there, again some writing onto it, look. Wow. There's some of these, I bet them definitely 18th century. Don't know what that noise was then. It's quite strange. Right, let's go and make our way around. Let's wonder if that's actually 18th century as well there, look. So yeah, I've just been standing here for a few minutes. I'm going to take a look at the road. Now I'm sure what I just heard. A horse and cart. Now there is nothing around. And I will prove the point, there's nothing around here at all. It sounded like a horse going down a lane and a cart. That is really weird. Let me try and pan around to show you. Yeah, I sure just heard a horse and cart. It's really strange. You can see there, look. Just a road, there's nothing down there, look. Yeah, I just heard something again down there. That is quite strange. Yeah, I just heard something again down there. That is quite strange. Oh, yeah, a bit of a bizarre one that. Definitely heard something that time. I have no idea what it was. I might try a bit of this application in a minute. But what a beautiful church. Look at the surroundings from the side, look. I mean, you've got the pub, the mug is right there at the back of there, right in the middle of the churchyard. It's strange to have a pub in the middle of a churchyard, because I do know there's only 2 pubs that surround a churchyard in the UK, and this is actually one of them. And this is actually St John the Baptist in Claines, the church. absolutely nice, the architecture. But this light's gone off as well now. Let's come back on. So right, let's go have a bit of a look down here. So guessing, what's the date on that one? See, some of these I'm just completely rubbed out. I think that's 1858, I believe. 1858. That is really quite cool. And some of these are dating way back a bit. I mean, that one there is 1859. Look at that. So again, quite a lot of old dates onto the stones. That one's 1855. Wow. And look at this one. I mean, that one there. That's crazy, that one. So right, and what you can just see right in front is the mug pub. Quite a lot of people sitting outside, so we won't be going down there. Where I'm going to go back again is to the benches, what I see on the side. Sure, I just heard like something that sounded like horses again in the cart, which is really strange. You can hear like a clonking on the floor. You can hear it now. That is crazy. There's definitely nobody around apart from by the pub section. That really doesn't add up. So right, I've actually got this app on. It's given me a name. It's just said orb. That's strange, orb. It's really weird. And I thought I said something like before I put the video on. Again. It's quite a creepy bit of land, this. It's been careful because you got the vicar's house just right on the corner. But that is creepy, that is, how it's giving me a word like that. So you have got the pub down there. Oh, is that something weird again? Again down there. What I told you.
Came. Aqua. Help.
Just give me another word, help. Very cold out here. Whoa, what was that? Just thought literally then, I could literally... Whoa.
Abyss.
I thought I just heard something then, guys, like from that angle. There, look, it down there. I could literally see something from behind as well. That is quite creepy. Whoa. That scared me that time. I mean, literally, that was pigeons just right away coming up them trees. But whatever that was, I'm sure I definitely heard something. Let's turn a bit of light off. So if there is anybody present here, do you want to come forward and give me a few words on this application?
Eggs.
They said eggs. So I don't know what that's about. I do know there was actually a farm nearby. That's crazy. Is there anyone from the past here that wants to come forward? Whoa!
Plan. Big O.
That was kind of creepy then, that really freaked me out then. There's that walking then. Sure, there's that walking just literally down on this section here.
Jennifer.
Oh, got a name now. Jennifer. Is this a woman that's present here? Is that walking behind again? It's quite creepy.
Sold.